Alrighty, hello. It's Funny Goat game time again, which I know it was Funny Goat game time last weekend, but I felt like doing more Funny Goat game time. Oh god, I gotta turn my headphones down. Um, but as you might notice here, I've done 68 runs so far, as I mentioned last week. We could have gotten all the way to 69 last week, but then I realized I would have to do 6 runs in one night, and my hands were already killing me after like 4 or 5 of them. So that wasn't happening. But then I realized, hey, I could do something fun for the 69th one. And one thing that I've wanted to do for a really long time is that out of all of these, the only ones that were in the vanilla game and not a randomizer were these first two. Um, and so, like, I've always kind of wanted to take a stab at, like, sort of speedrunning the game, but, like, just kind of going in blind. Like, I am not at all familiar with what the routing is for like, actual like leaderboard kind of speedruns. And also for the record, this won't be like anything legal or viable for those leaderboards on account of the fact that I still have a bunch of my like quality of life mods and stuff on. Because I don't feel like peeling all those out and then having to put them back in for randomizers. So this is just for fun. But I figured it could be neat to just see like, okay, if I do know where all the items are because I vaguely remember where they're supposed to be in the original game, how quickly can I get all the keys and get to the final boss? And that's what I'm going to do. I did not plan in advance. I have like the most vague idea of like where I would want to go first, and that's about it. So yeah, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. I do still have outfit mods. Let's do this one. I like this one. Last week you got globally chat banned from Twitch mid-conversation for no reason. Oh my god, how? Why? I don't even... Or just all of Twitch. Oh, okay. Jeff Bezos personally put out a hit for you. Ah, okay. Weird. Okay, so the one thought that I've had so far is that I probably want to exit through Underbelly. I don't want to, like, fight the boss and exit into Castle. Because I think it'd be better to get Ascendant Light and then take Slide into Bailey to get Solar Wind, because that'll make it so that I can move around really quickly and also do Ultras. Oh god, this is so weird. I'm like so out of practice for like going through this room without like some way to skip half of this. Damn it. Okay. I might have to try like more than one of these to see if I can kind of perfect my technique and get a better time the second time. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna go the correct way, if I can remember what that even is. I think I'm supposed to jump to this platform. Oh, I jump up. I see. That's boring. I literally don't remember like a single time that I've come this way. We'll come back and finish that off, but probably should just hit it a couple of times and kept going, kept my momentum. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the speedrun like tech and routing and stuff is ideally for this. I'm gonna be figuring this out as I go. Let's see if I can skip this part though. No, because I'm out of practice for slide jumps. Alright, we'll go the normal way, it's fine. Here's a room that I haven't seen in 800 years. Okay, so we're gonna ignore the rest of dungeon because we don't need to do it. You used to have to go through here all the time. Oh, need to see what I'm doing. That's not supposed to be there. Okay. Yeah, it used to have to go through here in the dark all the time back before they added spawn point randomizer. Because if you didn't find slide in like one of the first couple locations in the dungeon, this would be the only way to access the rest of the game because you wouldn't be able to leave dungeon otherwise. And the question is, with slide, can I slide across into that door? I think I can. Yeah, there we go. Okay. But I can't do that. Okay. Shit. Oh my god, I can't believe I pulled that off. Okay, here's the other way you can do it as long as you have Dreambreaker. It's just a little bit more time consuming. I haven't gone this way in a really long time. Let's see if I can even remember. This is another like set of hallways I have not seen in like months. I think there's like a switch over here I need to hit or something. Oh, yeah. I'm actually not sure I did need to hit that. I think this is redundant. It's a shortcut for backtracking that I don't need. Because we're just going here. Cool. That's going to help us a lot. Because there's something cool that is nice about like the vanilla game is there are a lot of things that are just kind of placed throughout that you can use as oh, we're doing this, okay. Ouch. Oh, I didn't lose my weapon at least. Yeah, usually I skip this room because if you like slide along the wall or kick off of it or whatever. Oh, I'll get this real quick. Yeah, if you slide along the walls or otherwise just like don't touch the ground, the trigger that locks the door is like really easy to avoid. I just realized instead of going through all of that, you know what I could do instead that's way easier? That I should be doing like pretty much anytime I come through here if I'm gonna, like if I do this again, like another vanilla run, I think what I should do is get Ascendant Light from that room and then immediately turn around and backtrack the other way. Because that was like fully like 3 minutes I just wasted. Okay, so I think I want to slide over here and pick up Solar Wind and then go straight into Castle. Any torches here? No? Okay. I'll take the longer way around then. Alright, now we can move fast. I don't have any actual, like, wall climbing abilities. Never mind. I should have stayed up there. Funnily enough, despite the stream title, this one's actually not a randomizer. This one is, I am playing this game vanilla for the first time in, like, I don't know, since I first played it. So this is technically just a speedrun, but with, like, bad routing and no idea what the tech is. Isn't it? I just went in there. That's where I got Solar Wind. Oh yeah, no. So this is also like not like a legal speedrun or anything. I still have all the like quality of life mods that I usually use for Randomizer that like make it so that it doesn't play like a whole like animation that takes like 5 seconds every time you pick up a major ability. It just shows them at the bottom, same as the aspects. No, but I got it for the randomizer because it makes it a lot more convenient. Since partially just because like it's quicker, but also there's like a glitch that frequently happens for some reason. Dang, I have to go the actual normal way. I mean, I could probably do an ultra. No, I can't. Okay. No getting greedy. All right. Oh, hey, changed my outfit. 50. I forgot the actual Sungraze power-up does that. All right, well, I guess we're not in gym fit anymore. Now Sybil is serious mode. That's weird. I've never seen it do that before. No worries. Happy to have you for even a little bit. It'll come. I don't know why I thought I would do that. There we go. Much easier way to skip that room. There's nothing in here. I didn't need to go through all that, I guess. I mean, I sort of did, because that's how you get the graves, but... Alright, so I think with what I have, I can technically get into tower. It'd be nice to have Sunsetter. Oh. Okay, it switched my outfit back once I left the room. Interesting. Let's get indignation real quick. We'll swing through this center area because we may as well. And then I think I want to get Sunsetter. I don't remember where all the vanilla keys are. This is going to be like a key problem that I'm running into. Also, I went the wrong way. Why did I go this way? Took me a second to remember what BK mode was. It's like Burger King mode, right? It's like someone else that you're playing with is someone else that you're playing with in a multi-world is like stuck. Or you're stuck until someone else progresses and so you can just go get food. Yeah, I've only ever done a multi-world randomizer once. I was doing an Ocarina of Time randomizer multi-world once. Okay, so that wasn't as finessed as I thought it was going to be. The problem with Pseudoregalia's archipelago support, from what I understand, is that it is not up to date. It is with a much older version of the game before they added like map support and changed the location of a couple items. So if you try to run it on the current version of the game with Archipelago, it like causes a bunch of bugs where like one of the big keys doesn't spawn because its location was changed slightly. That's what I do. I stream when the eepers are eeping. Just sort of out of habit, partially because I like doing it, but partially because old habits from when I used to have. Oh, that's a regular key. Why would I come in here for this? That's really what's here in vanilla? Okay, that could work. I need to actually like know what I'm doing. Is there anything actually in this room, or is this just a health pickup? Okay. That's the thing, again, I've played like almost 70 randomizers of this since the last time that I played a vanilla. I do not remember where anything is. Okey-doke. See you around, Pico. But yeah, as far as I know, there isn't archipelago support for the current version of Pseudoregalia, so... And there also, I don't think, is archipelago support for any of the like extra randomization options. So like you can't, you can only randomize major items. You can't randomize like goats and stuff, from what I recall. I think I can do throne room to go get a key, can't I? I'm certain I have enough stuff. Like wall run would be handy, but oh, they really, actually, I think want me to have wall run here. Oh well. It's unfortunate I won't be doing that. Oh, this is where they want me to have wall run. I see. Oh. All right, again. I'm like certain this is possible. Ah, jeez. Okay. See, the tricky thing here is that you can refresh your jumps. You can refresh your jumps off of anytime you use Ascendant Light. Oh, this is a hallway they so very badly want me to have wall run. It won't be happening, unfortunately. I'm trying to remember when the big map update happened. Oop, a little bit early. I also love the little tuba guys. They're like, womp. There we go. Throne room path. No wall run. You don't need it. I'm trying to remember if there's a key in Castle, and if so, where it is. Oh wait, it's in the entryway. I believe they kind of want me to have wall run for it. Oh no, that isn't what that is. Where do they keep the castle key? Is there one? There might not be one. So I'm already taking about double what it takes normally to what I'm aware the like world record was the last time I looked at a Pseudoregalia speedrun, which was like 6 months ago. There's one up there. Trying to think like if I were to do another one of these and try and optimize it a little bit more, like what I would skip, and I think Sunsetter is optional. I'm pretty sure Sunsetter is optional for the most part. But maybe not actually, because I think you'd have to get pretty tricky to get through that one side of theater without it, I think. One where you like very specifically need to be able to build up a lot of height. I will worry about the last key when I come back here. I don't need to go up there yet. Just came here for Cling Sleeve. Yowdy. Pretty sure I could go over there and get the key for theater right now too if I wanted. Let's go do that. Oh wait, no, sorry, not theater. That's For some reason I thought there was a key in the bell tower, but no, the key is over on the pedestal next to the god hand and the statue. I already did that. Okay, where in the underbelly do I need to go? This way, right? So used to shuffling around like a little freak with the slide cancels, but like it's only because I usually don't have solar wind. Alright, so I don't have soul cutter. If I can do this room without it, then I won't need it. And I'm quite positive I can do this room without it. Which would save me from having to do most of theater, I think. Trying to think what the best way to go about this is. Nope, not like that. There we go, good enough. It's 3 keys. There we go. No soul cutter needed. Which is good, because it's the worst ability in the game. Alright, Underbelly's dealt with. Bailey's dealt with. Keep is dealt with. Library doesn't have a key. I don't think Dungeon has a key, so what am I missing? I think Castle might have a key, and I'm just not thinking of it. I guess theater has at least one. Wait, I know where the theater key is. I think it's up on the I so very vaguely remember where it is. I hope it has become abundantly clear here that I genuinely really didn't do any preparation for this. Like, I did not look up what the optimal routes are or anything, because I don't even know what I'm looking for half the time. Okay, now it's not a big key up there, so where is it? Oh, that is a major key. Fuck, okay, I'm gonna need Soul Cutter. Oh, right. Soul Cutter's just in the vanilla location as you find it along here. Gotcha. Okay. I remember now. Yeah, the wall jumps in this game are like probably some of the best in any 3D platformer that I've seen. Like they're exceptionally fun to use. Oh, careful. Ah, hey. I'm now feeling very dumb that I didn't go through that upper room and hit the switch, but oh well. Oh, that was not anywhere near where I needed to shoot that. Don't know if that's going to get it either. There we go. Alright, let's see how long this room takes me, because I hate this room and I usually don't come in here. Since there is very rarely any reason to... Oh, jeez. There's very rarely any reason to... like... unlock the, Why is it doing that? It's like eating my cling gem. Why is it doing that? Right, good enough. Oh, jeez. Hey, when was the last time I fucking saved? Oh, you're kidding me. No. I think that's all 3 cages. Yeah, that's... I don't have any soul cutter. Oh, that's brutal. Usually I have, like, an okay amount of health. Alright, yeah, this is gonna be slower than my, like, fastest rando PB. That's, embarrassing. Come on. Wait, did I miss? Come on. Heck, I missed again. That should do it, though. Yeah, the hitbox does actually, from what I understand, it does care a little bit about, like, hitting the handle. Like, the hitbox on the side with the handle will actually be bigger. I just noticed there's silhouettes of other castles and towers and stuff out here. I've never noticed that before. It's neat. See, I even like consciously thought to myself, like, I should probably hit the save thing in case something goes wrong when in between doing these. And then something did. Why did I do that? I was going to do a backflip. I was trying to be tricky with it, and I don't know why I did that. Or that, for that matter. It's fine, I recovered. It's too bad this absolutely definitely had to be my 69th run. Because I wouldn't have minded like a warm-up run before this, just to like get my fingers working. Right, and my healing only does 1 pip because I haven't found any upgrades for that either. Oh, if you hit them before they launch, then they fly up a maid instead. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever done that before. Ooh. I was recently devastated because I found out that my fan art that I did of the Tuba Kid enemies is inaccurate. They have little, like, ball hands that I did not draw. I had them completely armless in mine, so they're just, like, holding onto that tuba with, like, sheer force. Oh, right, the last key is at the tower itself. That's what I'm forgetting. Duh, okay. That means we are essentially in go mode. Which means I get the angry eyebrows, if that wasn't clear. Goodness, I would love to have more health for this. Also martial prowess, which I think I know where it is in vanilla, and I should have just grabbed it. I want to say martial prowess is in... I think martial prowess is in the side area of castle. Side area of keep that leads into library. Just off the main entrance to keep. Well, assuming I don't die to the princess, which is actually a... Oh, jeez, come on. Hold on. That's a lot taller than I thought it was. Yeah, assuming I don't die to the princess, which is a big if, with 3 health. This is looking to be like a 45-minute run, probably. Definitely going to have to heal a fair bit. Oh, hey, that's interesting. It treats that as a cutscene and switches me back into these clothes. That's so interesting. There's a bunch of flags in vanilla that I think get turned off in Randomizer. I've never seen that before. Didn't realize it messes with your costume that much. Okay, I think I'm in second phase now, right? I heard the clattering noise. Oh wait, I just realized I could have easily removed the randomizer text on screen to make this less confusing. This isn't a randomizer, it is vanilla. There we go. Sorry, I usually just speed through that, you know, in case somebody hasn't played the game themselves yet. Yeah, let me get rid of the randomizer text. I completely forgot that these are two separate layers, and I can just have them not be there if I want. Alright, let's see what it says my final in-game time was. Because I didn't really pause, like, ever, so it was pretty accurate. Alright, well that was nifty. Yeah, I mean 43 minutes for a pretty much blind speedrun where I don't know any of the routing or tricks or anything and have to, like, play things glitchless is, it's alright. I mean, I think the world record stuff is, like, sub 10 minutes at this point, but I'm not a world record speedrunner. I am a person who plays this for fun. That was 69 runs, though, so that's cool. I think I'm gonna try another one of those, though. That was fun. And I guess I don't have to exit out to generate a new seed because... yeah, it's just vanilla. Okay, let me... Why will it... Come on, let me press the button. Okay. 3, 2, 1... I'll be classy. Classy's fun. Okay, so I'm thinking same strat as before, except I skip going backwards through, or going forward through that one section of underbelly. I'm just going to use the black holes and turn around and skip a little bit of that. If I start actually like taking this seriously and getting good at it and figuring out routing and stuff, maybe I'll take off the mods that make this like not legal. Could be fun. Never actually gotten into speedrunning before. Could be neat. Let's see if I can jump onto this cage this time without messing it up 8 times. Okay. Great work. Yippee. I don't know if I love speedrunning. I don't really try it. I think I used to try beating Super Mario World as fast as possible as a kid, and I beat it in like 20 minutes, and I was very proud of that. Like I did the whole like Star Road skip. Come on, we're getting this, I swear to God. There we go. Okay, what's IL speedrunning? Oh, individual level. Right, okay. Makes sense. Okay. So we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go the correct way this time, now that I remember. Now that I've jogged my memory. And we don't need the funny grate because we're just going over here. Okay. See, it's an old habit to always go the other way. Ah, shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to try a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it's an old habit to always go the other way because in a randomizer, I usually, I'm like, if I'm down here, I may as well go the whole way because there's a couple items on the other path. I'm just trying to go fast and I'm skipping all the optional stuff that I may as well save myself like 3 minutes. And like a really annoying fight that I never like doing. I don't know. I don't find that I have like a lot of motivation usually to like here, let me find a good spot where I'm not having to use both hands and I can drink water while I'm still going. I don't know if I know what N++ is. It sounds familiar. It seems like I should know what that is, but... Hello. Physics-based platform. Okay. And N++ is like the actual name. It's not like a abbreviation. I've got to learn how to do actual ultras, but unfortunately I never find solar wind in randomizers, so... There we go. I wonder if I should go up top and go to... Well, no, I don't have kicks, so... going to tower isn't going to be feasible right now. Oh, maybe I do know vaguely what N++ is, actually. This is ringing a bell now. I feel like I have like a vague image in my head of what this is. feel like I almost certainly played the Stickman Ninja version of it for sure. That sounds very familiar. Oh my god, come on. I feel like if I was going to actually speedrun this game, I would really have to work on getting good at ultras and slide ultras again. And that's not going to happen, probably, so... Wait, you forgot Pseudoregalia exists? Wild. I could never forget. Seeing as I play this game like at least once a week most of the time, unless I'm unless I have some particular reason not to. Such as having a broken controller or something. Alright, we'll get indignation because that's like always worth it. I'm trying to think if I actually want Sunsetter is the thing. I think if I do want Sunsetter, it'll be faster to go to Keep this way. I only usually go that other way out of habit. Oh wait, no, I don't have wall run. What am I doing? Yeah, I usually only go the other way out of habit because in Randomizer there's a bunch of checks to do along the way. So I have to come through here because I need strike break. To get up there, though. There we go. That's an ultra. I knew I remembered how to do them. How did I do that? That was not the button I was trying to press. Oh dear. Alright, so I think once I have this, I should be able to go do Throne Room again. I don't remember if that's what I did last time, but that's what I'm doing this time. Alright, not to jinx it, but watch me first try it this time. Here we go. Nope, never mind. Second time's the charm. I'm kicking away from the walls too much. That might just barely get me there. Cool. Ah, jeez. Yeah, right. Trying to do the ultra was not really necessary. I think the trick here is that I gotta try and... Nope. Gotta try and keep my kicks pretty close to parallel to the wall when I'm going for distance. Which again is a thing that comes up a decent amount in in vanilla, but not in randomizers, because a lot of the time in randomizers you find cling gems before you find a whole bunch of kicks, so kicks aren't something you get used to relying on. Getting good with them in vanilla sure does pay off in my experience. That's 2 keys. I have Bailey and Keep. If I go to tower now... And I could, in theory... No, I have to go to tower. Never mind, damn, okay. I had a hunch that might be martial prowess. I have no idea where martial prowess is then. Little detour for science. It's okay. There's nothing in dungeon. Yeah, I need to go to tower. Go get my wall run, then I can get the I can get the underbelly one again, just like I had last time with sneaky moves instead of getting Soul Cutter first. We'll run to theater. Come on. Why did I do that? Yeah, I think if there was anything that I was going to try and cut out, it'd probably be Sunsetter. I don't think I need it. It's really just kind of a safety thing. Lets me recover out of jumps that I mess up. You know what else I want to try sometime? I want to play the Game Jam version of this and compare it. Because I never actually have. I've only ever played the release version. Nope. It's supposed to be a solar wind and it did not work. I'm trying to think if it'd be faster to go through the underbelly this way or faster to go through Keep, and I think it'd be slightly faster to still go this way. That's my hunch at least. Alright, let's see if I can get this again. Went pretty good last time. Just pop over here, bring up the central cage. I actually don't know why I'm... Oh wait, I think I have to do that because it brings up multiple cages maybe. No, okay, wait, I remember how I have to do this. So you can't kick here, you have to let yourself free fall. Because if you kick before you wall run, you lose the ability to follow up with more kicks afterwards. There we go. That's 3 keys. Where's the last one again? Theater. I do have strike break, which means I can do theater. So let's go. I guess one thing worth mentioning about the speedrun that I've seen that the speedrun that I've seen that finished the game in like 11 minutes was also like clipping out of bounds to skip pretty much the entirety of library and dungeon and like a bunch of other stuff, so holding myself to that standard is maybe not realistic. Not unless I learned how to wiggle this goat through walls, which I have done, but only by accident and not ever in a helpful way. I've gotten out of bounds before, and it usually results in not being able to get back in. And then I die and void out. Alright, so we're not going to skip the combat room this time. We're going to actually do it while we're up here, save us some time. Don't know why I keep trying to throw that. Cool, okay. There's the tuba kid, I know you're here. That's not the button I was trying to press. Gotta watch out, because that one does hold the pip of damage, if I recall correctly. Yeah, when I was drawing all the enemies from this game, I actually didn't notice the maids had eyes until like the last minute either. And I was really considering just not including them because I do like them without them. I think they look cool. Ah! A little bit of a misfire. Okay. Ah! Alright, panic time is over. It's back to winning. I just cannot do ultras tonight. I don't know what's up. Usually the regular ultras are like way easier than slide jumps to me. Oh, careful. You will save again because I don't want any more embarrassing deaths, even though I did already finish the room that would normally result in my embarrassing death. Should have just hit it while I was over there. Why did I do that? Just kind of missed a step. There wasn't even a really good reason for it. There we go. Boogie woogie. Ah, hey. Don't think that's quite gonna hit. That might, though. There we go. Like I said, the position of the handle does actually matter a little bit to the hitbox, from what I understand. And the directions it can be hit from. Alright, last key. We are in go mode. Right? Yeah. Final key will be on the tower, so may as well trigger that now. Thought about adding a little thing to the alt expression for Go mode so that it has a little like indicator that it is specifically for Go mode, but jeez, come on. I have to hit that save crystal on the way in to refill my health. Because the princess has a move that can deal 2 health. Which would be a problem for me. I think my problem with like getting into speedrunning is that I don't think I can compel myself to care about like frames, you know? Like I'll do things that save seconds or minutes, but I don't care enough about like really like micro adjustments, I guess. I think it's fascinating when other people do those and they like add up over the course of a run, but I don't think I have the patience with myself to like, if I let myself start caring about things like that, I think I'd get really anxious because I would mess them up and then I'd be like, oh, I've ruined it all. I like randomizers because it takes a little bit out of, like it's still a fun challenge, but it takes a little bit of the responsibility out of my hands for doing it perfect. Like, if it goes a little wrong, you know, it's partially RNG. Nope, you stop that. That's the move that kills me in one hit. Okay. And I bounced off the wrong thing, so couldn't snap her out of it. Oopsie. Oh well, it happens. Still gonna be 10 minutes faster than the other one, just from like... I think we basically did the same routing, honestly. Like, I don't think I changed anything, I just executed it better. Stop that! God damn it. And my weapon's over there, so I can't even... Ah, that was really close. I was like milliseconds away from dying there. Okay, send it life just saved my life. Now I know they have mistakes, but like it... I don't know. Just something about the cumulative effect of it. Ah. I think we're still in first phase. She's not moving as fast right now. Stop doing that. Please stop doing that. It just insta-kills me. You can't do this to me. just used to being able to, like, tank a certain amount of damage, and it's very nerve-wracking to do this with 3 hearts. There we go. Finally phased her. Stop doing that fucking move! Why? I usually don't see her do that more than, like, once per fight. Oh my god. I was like, I can't outrun this. Maybe I can heal in time to take the hit. I could not heal in time to take the hit. Oh boy. I'm gonna go back to Rando after this run, by the way. I just wanted to try one and then try another one, see how much I can like refine it just off of execution, which would have been a decent amount if I didn't die 3 times in the final boss, so. Stop, don't do that. Hey, Nano. If you heard me say I died 3 times in the final boss, that was a joke. That didn't happen. If you ask any historian, nobody's ever been lied to by a rabbit, so. I'm doing like right. Oh my god, why is my R button not staying pushed in? Why is it doing that? This controller better not be broken, I just bought it. Oh, I gotta heal right now. And there's that move that's going to kill me in 1 hit. I think if I can outrun it for long enough, it disappears, but. Come on, just please die. You're taking so long. Oops, Princess stuck. Alright, we'll just let her hang out over there and heal. Ow, come on. I reflected a shot into myself. Okay. Well, that's still a couple of minutes faster. I mean, it should have been like... it should have been 10 minutes faster than my other run, but, you know, then I may or may not have maybe died 3 times in the final boss. Or no, I died twice, I guess. I tried it 3 times. All right, cool. Well, that's enough vanilla running. I'm gonna mark these. Just so I know that they were not randos. Cool. All right, I'm gonna generate a randomizer and do this the way that I know how. Now that we're nice and warmed up and have gotten to experience what it feels like to have uh, solar wind. Yeah, I did 2 of them. The first one was like 43 minutes, and the second one was 38. It's hard. You have to do a lot of things with very little health, and also none of like the cool aspects that make things a little bit easier. I don't know. I think the thing that I really like about randomizers is like this sort of sense of like adaptability to it. Like you're just kind of improvising, and in comparison, like an actual speed run, it feels like you're trying to execute a particular thing correctly. I had one rando run that I finished with like 4 HP, I think. I've had a few that I finished with 5. Yeah, there's this one down here. I think that's my PB, actually. I finished with 4 HP. Because usually, the less health you have, um, the better chance it is. The less health you have when you are getting close to having 5 keys, it's usually a sign that you are like on a good track. All right, I did randomize that, right? You know what, actually? Give me like just like 3 minutes. I'm gonna take like a mini break. I just need to get up and stretch so I don't hurt my hands. Also, I'm gonna put the randomizer thing back on there. There we go. Now it's a randomizer again. Now everyone knows. Ignore the fact that I forgot to take it off for the first run. But yeah, I'll be back in like a couple minutes. I'm just gonna go refill my water and stretch. Alrighty, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. Before I start this, real quick, I need some input. Do you think that I should be starting my timer after I choose my costume if I want to choose a costume first? So that I'm like, that's not eating into my gameplay time. Like that doesn't make any sense to not do it that way, right? I can just start and then pick whatever I want and then hit start. Yeah, okay. God, this fucking thing. I don't want to do another run with this thing right now, but it is funny. God, the professional outfit's so good. If I end up doing a draw pile with friends this weekend, I kind of want to draw this outfit. Either my Sona in it or just Sybil. It's just good. I love the gloves. I love the gloves so much. Yeah, in-game time is paused when you're in menus. Let's do game jam design. That's fun. All right, 3, 2, 1. It's this room, which I can't interact with. I think I can go back out this way, though. It's kind of wild how little of the actual game world you interact with when you are... Oh, these are a lot more orange in the game jam design. Interesting. I kind of like that. It's like 2 tones of gold. Hi, the randomizer shuffles around. I mean, it's like pretty customizable. But as you can see up here, normally there is, I think, a key, like a small key. And instead, what did I just pick up? Okay. Instead, there's a major power-up up there. So it basically just shuffles all of the major power-ups, minor aspects, and stuff like that around with each other's locations and also around with the locations of goats that you can talk to and seats that you can sit on and like pieces of paper that are sometimes laying around like a Easter egg. Oh, cool. 2 dream breakers. I can hit them twice as good now. They have a kick, which is great. And strike break, and what's this? What have we here? Oh, vanilla memento. Neat. I won't be using that. Where we're going, we don't need a map. But I will come back in here because I have a kick now, and that should be enough to get me up onto that ledge where there was a major power. Yeah, that's what I meant. It's vanilla. Let's come at that from the other side. There we go. Kicking too late. Cling gem. Cool. Love to see it. What is in the entryway, out of curiosity? Major power. Cool. Well, good thing we have cling gem then. Another thing about the randomizer, specifically in regards to how I have it set up, is there's settings for split greaves and split clings. And so basically what that means is instead of finding the sun greaves and boom, now you just have like 3 kicks, or finding the cling gem and boom, now you have 6 wall runs. It's instead split up, so there are now 4 of the heliacal power aspects, which are like the optional. It's the optional item you can get in the underbelly that like gives you a 4th kick. You can just find 4 individual ones of those that each give you 1 kick, which means your like traversal potential is a lot more, like it changes a lot more dramatically. What do I have? Okay. 2 kicks. Don't need that. I've done the time trials a few times. I'm not a big fan of them. I'm not very good at them, and they don't really like click for me. So like I did them all for the sake of like completion, just to get all the outfits and stuff. But there's now a mod that lets me access all those outfits just from the get-go, so that I can use them in like fresh randomizer runs and stuff, which is nice because I really like those. I like those outfits. I just don't particularly care for the method of unlocking them. Hey, something funny that I learned? Check this out once I get over here. I mean, I have Dreambreaker, so I can just hit it, but like... you can... I believe you can get this... There we go. Get the God Hand to hit that, you don't need a weapon. Which means if you can't reach that one on the other side, or can't hit the switch on the other side, you can at least there's like a whole thing where you can get that God Hand to hit that switch up there, and then you hello. And you get that one to hit this moving platform switch and use the momentum from it to do an ultra onto the half-raised platform and flip up from there. Or do an ultra off of the half-raised platform, at least. I think that's set to be pretty high logic in Randomizer, though. Like, you have to have high difficulty settings for that to ever come into play, but it's a thing you can technically do. And that's what knowing useless trivia about games is all about. Should really be using Strike Break to break doors more often. It like really scrunches them up pretty quickly. It's a goat. Yeah, I mean that's what my rando runs are all about as well. Like for Ocarina of Time, I mean. Wait, do I have 2 kicks or do I just have 1? I think I only have 1. It's just me, or the ear physics a lot more active on this skin. There we go. Oh yeah, no, ZFG is like probably going to show you more. Technically you can do this, but there's no point. Glitches and tricks and stuff in Ocarina of Time than anybody else is going to, just because the sheer amount of like no logic randomizers and really dumbass speedrun categories that no one else wants to do. I think I can do Throne Room with what I currently have. No, I can't. I need... Well... I mean, Slide would be really nice, is the thing. Or, like, Strike Break. I'll come back. I think I need to try one of these days. I need to play a Ship of Harkinian randomizer. Hello, Goat. Because I got that updated. I haven't updated my Ship of Harkinian install in like 2 years, I want to say. But a friend of mine mentioned that the other day, and so I did boot it up. One of the funny things about that is if you try to load an old save file that's randomized in that, it'll tell you like, hey, there might be errors, just so you know. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And so I ran around in a little bit of this old rando that I never finished from years ago when I was just testing it out. And I was in the fire temple, and I got like 4 claim checks. Like every major item was a claim check. And I'm like, yeah, they weren't kidding. There sure are some bugs here, huh? I can get so many swords. I can just like carry like one big Goron sword in either hand, one between my teeth, and one on my back for style mostly. I feel like I have like the foggiest, most blurry image in my mind of a One Piece character carrying swords like that. But I don't reserve a lot of space in my mind for One Piece characters and what they look like because I hate looking at them, so I don't know if I do know who that is. Okay, I probably have seen that. Seems familiar. I don't have slides. We're going to see what we get in this room at maybe as far as we go in this particular direction. Ooh, hey. Wait, so does he use the sword in his teeth, or is it just there for, like, fun? Like, just to, like, look cool? He's... okay. There we go. Now I don't have to go through Underbelly, but I could if I wanted. Sure, whatever, I'll get this. We're finding lots of really good items. Like there's Sunsetter. Now we're really cooking. Love to find a key maybe, but like we'll get there. It's one of those nights when I'm just like incapable of doing slide jumps, so like sorry in advance for all of the failed slide jumps you're gonna have to see and just sort of deal with. What am I doing? Come on. I don't know what it is. It's just like my hands are not doing it tonight. They're not interested. Long. I love how you can, like, very directly see the squash and stretch when you get the slow-mo for picking up a health thing, but you're in, like, mid-jump. It's very good. Should be able to get this with Ascendant Light and... I should just get the one in front of me, not the one behind me. I don't know why I'm doing that. There we go. Yay, I love having empathy. I'm like 12% more acceptable to society now. Yay. Sure, let's fight this thing. Why not? I'm curious how much, Ooh. I don't really see the combat utility of Strike Break. I know it does more damage, but it, like, just seems like it leaves you so vulnerable. Ooh. Hello. Okay, well, agree to disagree, but... Oh my god, wait, I just remembered something. Hold on. I have so many different abilities that give me height. Let me do something. There we go. Yippee! Hello. Oh, she's got freckles. That's fun. Die. I don't know if I can get back out of here. Okay, cool. I think, yeah, the trigger is vaguely somewhere in that zone, so... And I'll sooner die than actually use a key on that door if I don't have to. If only I could skip fighting the princess, imagine. And I mean, that was worth skipping, because that was like a significant time save. I mean, it would have been more worth skipping if I hadn't died to it the first time, but, you know. I could do the backwards slide jumps really easily whenever those are relevant, but they're not as useful. I should go to library when I have a chance, I think. Ooh. 2 aspects. They're giving me everything today, except keys. Okay, we got 3 kicks, though. We have pretty close to the full vanilla moveset. I think all I'm missing is Solar Wind. And Indignation, I think. I could definitely do throne room now. I'm gonna go underbelly though, because I have a lot of abilities. And I've been avoiding underbelly up to this point, so. Cool, it's nothing. It'd be really scary. I walked into a room to check something, and instead of like any of the recognizable items, like no power-ups, no goats, nothing. It was just like some sort of like ominous figure. There's just like some fucking guy standing there on the other end of a room that I can just like barely make out. Creepypasta specifically made for me and like 5 other people who play this randomizer. Realizing I can't actually do a lot in this side of underbelly from where I'm at. I can go check this though. Surely we have to find a key soon. It's been 20 minutes. It's another goat. Okay, what's coming out this month? I'm assuming you mean September, that it now technically is, because August is over, which as I'm saying it, I'm realizing is a really dumb observation to make, but bear with me. Had a long day. Epic Mickey? Oh, are they like remaking it? I don't remember ever hearing that like Epic Mickey was like an extraordinarily good video game to actually play in terms of how it was designed and how it controls and stuff. People are just like kind of fascinated with it like thematically. And also presumably the mouse and rabbit yaoi, I don't know. I can't speak to that, but I'm assuming it was out there somewhere. Tumblr existed in an overlap with the time when Epic Mickey was like a thing. I also, for the life of me, can't think of what the Plucky Squire is. I feel like I've seen something about that. Hey, there's a key, finally. Okay, that's kind of nifty. I had no idea they were doing that. May have to check that out. You know where I need to go is library. But I'm also like right here. I could realistically just go do literally all of library right now. I don't need solar wind for it, as much as I'd like it. Oh. I like when that one specific bubble next to that bowl just decides it doesn't work anymore. It's neat. I like that it has a unique identity, even if that unique identity is being terrible at its job. This world needs sopping wet losers sometimes. It's part of the ecosystem. Makes the world go round. I'm trying to think what games I picked up recently or have that I still need to play that I might stream. A friend of mine bought me a copy of Kitten Burst, which is a game I've heard a lot and yet also nothing about. This is almost certainly Indignation. I think that's like one of the only things it could be other than Solar Wind, so I don't need it. Okay, good. There was Rat and Rabbit. Yeah, wait, good. I have a very hard time personally caring about Mickey Mouse as a character, which is wild considering, like, if I'm looking at, like, platformer mascots, then his competition is fucking Mario, who is a slice of white bread. But like, okay, no, Sonic is an interesting protagonist. Sonic doesn't have to factor into this conversation, but like Mickey is like first and foremost like soulless corporate mascot of a company I hate. And so it's like really weird to me to think sometimes that there's like media involving Mickey Mouse that's like, oh, there's Solar Wind. Okay. So that was Indignation in that room then. Neat. Is it actually Edgy Mickey? I know people always talk about how like there's all that like fucked up concept art, and it's like that's like all anyone ever has to say about Epic Mickey, I feel like, in like a lot of circles. Alright, there's the second key. Admittedly, that's also one of my big problems with Kingdom Hearts, other than just really not giving a shit. But like, it's just so hard for me to believe that I need to like take it seriously as like an emotionally gripping experience when it's like Donald Duck and Goofy are here. Or when Mickey is like talking about the door to darkness. Like, I don't know, I can't really like engage with that on an honest level, I don't think. I don't know if I'm too old or if I just lack the whimsy for it. No shade to people who like grew up with those games and love them to death though, like I absolutely get it. I can see what's in Kingdom Hearts that's like worth loving. I just don't think that I have the capacity to do that myself. Forgot I can't slide cancel because I have Solar Wind now. I've heard the gameplay is really fun though in Kingdom Hearts usually. Maybe less so in some of them, but like the main combat, like kind of action RPG type stuff is like supposedly pretty fun. Oh, nothing. Okay. I don't know. At the very heart of it, like, I was a Looney Tunes kid. I did not grow up with Mickey Mouse very much, other than like seeing like 90s ass like t-shirts of him on kids at school and stuff. I think we eventually got a DVD with Fantasia 2000 on it. And I think that was like one of my first actual exposures to Mickey. I think I maybe saw like the Three Musketeers movie. I did. Does anyone remember that? Is that real? Does that exist? Did I dream that? Yeah, so like I look at like these like Disney characters like Donald Duck and Goofy, and I'm like, I don't know what's supposed to be funny or interesting about you. I know what Daffy's deal is. I know what Bugs' deal is. I don't get you. You're kind of like, you just sort of stare at me, and like your personality is whatever it needs to be in this particular juncture. Yeah, the Sorcerer's Apprentice was the one that I had on, I think it was in the original Fantasia, but it was also in Fantasia 2000, which is the one that people usually consider to be the overall inferior in Fantasia, but it does have, like, some good stuff in it still. Wow, I have a lot of keys. No locked doors, but lots of keys. How exciting. I don't think the mouse appears in the Goofy movies, but there's, like, if he does, it's like a background cameo. Weirdly enough, I have... Did I come through already? I'm getting my runs mixed up again. Yeah, I totally did. Okay. Let's go to the library. Right, the key. Let's check the library really, really fast to see if there's a second key. I suspect it's going to be in the underbelly, though. And I'm not thrilled about that idea. Oh, hey, there's the last key. Okay, good. I'm glad I checked here. I liked what they did with Donald in the DuckTales reboot. That was like the most compelling case I've ever been given for like Donald Duck as a character that like has anything interesting going on with his personality. He's really fun in that. Alright, let's get our asses to the tower. I forgot to put on my angry eyebrows, but now I have it. don't know why I didn't go through the other door, actually. I think it would have been faster. Would have just taken me out of this door to my left. Oh well. Felix the cat. Yeah, I feel like Epic Mickey. Like, I don't know, this is kind of unfounded, but I have a strong hunch that... I don't know why I tried to do that. Just wanted to see. I have a strong hunch that Bendy and the Ink Machine was, like, inspired in some way by Epic Mickey. Like, I feel like there wasn't a big fixation on kind of representing, like, sort of, like, you know, old-timey, like, ink toon characters and stuff, in particularly in video games and in, like, media that has, like, some sort of, like, tension to it. Before that, at least not something that was, like, currently relevant. Because one thing you have to remember is the second Epic Mickey game came out on the Wii U, so that's, like, mid-2010s. Like, that would have had to be, like, 2013 or onward, if I recall correctly, so... I will never play it. I'm not particularly interested in learning a lot about it. One of the only things I know about it, other than just, like, that it isn't very good, is that the studio that makes those games was responsible for, like, screwing a whole bunch of studios from the a whole bunch of students from the college that I went to just completely over. By being like, oh yeah, like, we're so eager to hire you right out of your program. We're gonna snatch up all these new graduates and give them jobs. You have a rich career in game dev ahead of you, doing, like, modeling and animation and stuff. And then just, like, kicked all of them to the curb at, like, the earliest, like, the moment that their, like, initial contract was done, and came back and got a new batch. The other thing I know about Bendy and the Ink Machine is that Mr. Matthew Patrick doesn't know shit about it. In a really funny way. Because, like, I learned about the other stuff from my 3D modeling prof, who was, like, a really chill guy that, like, he was only a part-time prof, and so he also, like, ran, like a small, like, contract VFX and, like, modeling studio, like a 3D asset studio, I guess. So they sometimes worked for, like, advertising stuff, promotional stuff, a lot of game stuff. But, like, at one point they did, in fact, work on some, like, background assets for a Bendy game. Hey, Ruth. And a bunch of those assets didn't end up getting used. But yeah, at one point my prof, like, we walked into class and he was like, hey, I gotta show you guys something really funny, and pulled up a fucking MatPat video and started playing it on, like, on the projector, and we're like, what is going on? Why are we watching game theory? Like, this sucks. And he's like, so hold on a second. He's like, fast forwards to a part where he's, like, talking about this, like, yeah, we, like, did some sleuthing and, like, hacked the game to get into these files, and he's, like, pauses, like, by the way, these are just files you can just, like, find. Like, they're not, it's not, he's making it sound so complicated, it's really not. They're just kind of in there. But anyway, he, like, continues, and he's like, yeah, like, what could these, like, mysterious drawings mean? Why, and, like, why were they left out of the final game? Is this a clue? And it's like, he's like, yeah, these are my daughter's drawings. I asked her to like do some like stuff because they were supposed to go in a drawer, and then that room got cut from the game. It doesn't mean anything. She literally just drew this. Ah! Oh my god! Was I that low on health? Yeah, so that's my Bendy and the Ink Machine story. I don't know anything about these games besides that. I don't. Does that do like a pip and a half of health? Like what happened? Oh, thank god, just barely got her in time. Ouch. Oh, did not quite pick up my sword, okay. Yeah, if there was like a beep or something to let me know that my health is low, that would help so much for me. I do not pay attention, and when games do not tell me that my health is low, I'm much more likely to not play carefully. From what I recall, Ultimate Trial also didn't do this. It removed the beep beeps. And it's like, no, you don't understand how desperately reliant I am on the beep beeps. Of course it goes without saying that I'm hopelessly reliant on the beep beeps. Is she really not? Oh my god, I don't have indignation. So even though I have full clear mind to have an extra untextured rectangle next to my magic bar. There we go. Wait, sorry, just... Oops. The audio is crackling a lot, and I don't know why that's happening. Is anyone else hearing that? Don't know why that didn't hit her. I'm scared. So incredibly mean of them to make me do the entire library in order to get indignation. Like, they know I'm not doing that. Wow, is she inside the... Excuse me? You can't be in there. Oh, jeez, the camera's not working with me here. She has to be close, right? Nope. Oh, we're running away. Okay. Because if I don't heal, that's going to kill me instantly. There we go. Hope it's not a headphones thing. That'd be another reason among many to be uh, potentially let down by these headphones, which have suddenly inexplicably started giving me mic problems. I've been thinking about getting like a stand mic. I don't know how good that would be for me because I'd have to keep my mouth really close to it. Like one of the benefits of having a headset mic for streaming is specifically because I can make sure it consistently picks up my voice. But I've been thinking about getting a mic that I can put on like an arm or something just for the sake of like, it'd be nice for being able to record. I want to be able to record vocals for music. This is a thing that I've been considering a lot lately because I'm writing a song that does kind of need vocals, and it's either that or learn how to make Hatsune Miku do things. So, I can't just start a run. I have to actually like randomize it again. Yahoo! It's just so hard to find like a good headset mic that has like good quality is the thing. Okay, I think I'm gonna take another quick break because I'm getting a little bit of a headache. I was sitting too close to my monitor there, and the camera was moving a lot. So I'm gonna go take a Tylenol and also eat a snack. Wow, it's only been 2 hours. I finished 3 runs in 2 hours. Look at me go. Okay, I'll be right back. Alrighty. Hello, I'm back. Did I unmute my thing correctly? Cool, I did. Hi. Can you imagine if Cookie BRB was from this game? It'd be a damn good video game. In a way, I suppose it kind of is, specifically from the, it is from the randomizer, I guess. It's the only thing I play that typically uses it unless something crashes. Alright, what outfit are we feeling? I'm thinking a mod one this time. God, the Jordans are funny. I threw a lot of shade at Kingdom Hearts earlier. Let's do Heartless. Oh, whoops. Oh. Gotta actually start my timer. Goodness, it's hard to see what I'm doing. Is Hydrate not playing? See the thing on the screen? Is the thing not popping up? That's very strange. Hold on a second. I'm still gonna drink water. That's for some reason not popping up. No, there was a second one. I did take a drink while I was gone because I went and took a Tylenol, remember? So I'd have a swig of water with that. Maybe Sound Alerts is broken right now? Yeah, it's not playing egg either. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna solve this. Let me refresh cache current page. There we go. Had a feeling it was something like that. Okay. I did already take the drink for that one, though. Okay, now where's the egg? I can't actually go up here. Why did I try to do this?
Egg.
I don't want to eat an egg. I certainly don't want to eat an egg every single time that somebody presses the button. I think that would get bad very quickly. I mostly prefer scrambled eggs, so that's like a lot of prep time to do in the middle of a stream. Listen, I can guarantee you something, which is that every time you press the egg button, someone somewhere on Earth eats a little bit of egg. Or something with egg in it, you know? I don't know why I ever bother walking in here when I, like, can't see, or I can't actually do anything. I don't have any items. Adding an egg to the stream layout could be funny. But I think that would get overwhelming very quickly. Also, I really need to turn up the cooldown on Hydrate, I decided after the last stream. Because I had to pee so bad the entire time. Like, it was a problem. Y'all were, like, drowning me. I think it was the last Drawn to Life stream, or maybe it was the last Pseudoregalia stream. Regardless, I drank way too much water. It was, like, making me feel a little bit not good. Which seems like it should be impossible, but... It was passing through me at a speed that just could only possibly indicate that my body was trying to let me know, I don't need this, please stop giving me this. Hi. I mean, that is a thing specific to certain types of HRT. It is not specific to my type. I'm not taking anything that that functions as a diuretic or whatever. Like, I believe that's spironolactone. But I'm on Cyproterone explicitly to avoid that. I mean, it's also just very effective, and thankfully it's also quite cheap, which I quite enjoy. Yeah, I think it's something about like it increases your like potassium levels or something. So, but no, it's no, it was the other option that I was offered. It's just that like my doctor like she was like, you know, I'll leave it up to you, but like I think it would be in your case probably in your best interest to take something other than Spiro if you can. As long as it'll give you the results you want, because like specifically because I've had kidney stones before, and so like if you are taking medication that makes you pee a lot, it does increase the chances of getting kidney stones more often. And that shit had me going to the emergency room at 3 in the morning and staying there for like 10 hours the last time. So, no thank you. I was like, you don't have to tell me twice. I gotcha. And yeah, so Proteron is like, I don't know, I think I paid like $30 for like a bajillion of them. And I only have to take like a quarter of a pill once every other day. So. I mean, kidney stones are just like a thing that happen. Like, there isn't like a particular. I think there's certainly like, you know, dietary and lifestyle things that can like increase the risk of them, but anybody can get them. Yeah, I would say I'm pretty sure most anti-androgens tend to like fuck around with your libido. That's just like kind of, it comes with the territory of a medication that suppresses your production of sex hormones. It also has a fair chance of like fucking with your mood a lot and making you depressed potentially. If you're like suppressing some of those hormones and not replacing them with other ones. So. I don't actually have any kicks or anything. I can't do anything with that. Yeah, I think I've talked about this before, but so I'm finally meeting with my doctor again next week, and one of the things I want to talk to her about is maybe the possibility of like not right away, but in the future, perhaps like switching to progesterone, just because one of the I know it's like the kind of the stereotype of it to some extent is like it's the thing that you ask to switch to when you want to grow boobs. But like, it has a lot of other specific like effects because I believe it is essentially the synthetic equivalent of progestin, which is a thing that like AFAB bodies typically like produce on their own, from what I understand. And one of the major effects of it is as like a mood regulator. So if you find that you're getting like a friend of mine who's a used to be a pharmacy tech. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna have to actually fight this thing. Hold on. Yeah, a friend of mine who has experience working in the pharmacy mentioned that if you're like getting a lot of like mood swings and dips and stuff from hormones, then progesterone can help a lot with that, which is interesting. So I've experienced a little bit of that, so I may ask my doctor about that. I'm not, because it's not something I'm concerned about right now, but one of the other things that I'm going to be talking to my doctor about next time, which is very exciting, is that I'm going to finally be asking about getting assessed for ADHD and potentially medicated for that. And that's not a thing that I necessarily want to be fucking around with. If I am taking other, like, hormone medication that's making my moods more volatile, because I think that in combination with yeah, it is a heartless Sybil. She's got like the curly, like twisty, jagged tail and little curly toes and glowy eyes. It's pretty good. Yeah, the thing about like a lot of ADHD meds is that they like they do have a tendency to make people depressed. So like having I still don't have any like wall traversal abilities, do I? I don't have anything. I'm not actually sure why I came through here. I'm pretty sure this is where I spawned. Yeah, I think I just need to leave again. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to consider. This is all like largely very new to me. Like I've never really had like medication to take at other points in my life. Unless it's like, you are sick, take this kind of thing, like cold medicine and Tylenol and Advil and stuff like that. But I've actually never consumed disgusting pink goop, which I assume is Pepto-Bismol. I've never had it. I don't know what it tastes like. I don't know what the texture is like. People tell me it's like liquid chalk. I don't know what that's like. That's weird. Wow, memento. I can't wait to look at that map. It's exciting stuff. I can't do anything in here. I don't have an ability that lets me cross the walls. Why did I come in here? There's no torches, I don't think. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to think of like what I can accomplish with Ascendant Light, and honestly there's not a lot here. Like Ascendant Light is really useful, but you need like at least a couple of other abilities to make it good. And I still don't have anything that can get me this, unless, hold on. Cool tricks, let's go. Shoot me. Shoot me? Please, I need this god hand to shoot me. Okay, I'd be able to pull it off from here, actually. Yes! Hell yeah! Good enough. Okay, that's indignation that's completely worthless to me right now, but it means I can scunch those guys very, very fast. We haven't been to the courtyard. I bet there's something important out here. 16 minutes. No abilities. No... no keys. Good run. Is bismuth the cool mineral that like is like all rainbowy and like kind of geometric? Cling gem. There we go. Now we can do things. Bismuth is a very cool rock. Interesting. I love rocks that you can eat. Okay, still no kick, still no slide. I can do 2 wall runs, so that's something, I guess. I don't have strike break, do I? No? Okay. You have to come back for whatever that is, then. I don't think raw potassium would explode if I had it. Maybe it's a skill issue. It's like an old video game console. You just have to like be nice to it, and it'll cooperate. Hello. Yeah, blow on it. Pat it gently. Encourage it to work. And then the potassium won't explode. It just gets scared. This happens to all kinds of minerals. You don't have to worry about it. What if you just ate like a lot of soda crackers? Or like 2 Popeyes biscuits, and then you ate potassium. Do you think that would work? I think that would work. I think even 1 Popeyes biscuit might do it. Everyone's always telling me I'd explode. I don't know what's up with that. Every day, there's just people telling me unprompted that I'm gonna explode. When will it end? Goodness gracious, I just realized I can't... I might not be able to wall run. Okay, no, I can wall run on these walls. It's the ones out there that I can't, that are a problem. There we go. I fell down again. These walls definitely feel more finicky to wall run on, at least. Okay, cool. Well, this place was probably a mistake, but that's okay. Hey, wait, can I bounce off you? Excuse me, can I bounce off you? Awesome, thank you. Don't mind if I get a bounce? I think it's a really missed opportunity that there's this whole hallway full of scary suits of armor, and none of them come to life and chase you. I think like the one at the very end should like specifically come to life when you like pass a trigger that indicates that you've walked into the throne room and then are coming back out. Okay, I'm a little confused, but alright. Another cling gem and another key. Okay. I think I should be able to take that side path now. Alright, what do we got? Yippee! That's... Well, I mean, that lets me get into that one room, which might have slide. I go back to keep. I don't really want to go there right now, but like that's a thing I could technically do. Alright, I already broke this. Okay. I can't go this way. I can go the... No, wait, no. entering dungeon this way is worthless. I gotta go back through Underbelly again. You know how I said before that like the sign of like a good or bad run is how much health you've found relative to how many keys you found? The other indicator is how many times you have to visit Underbelly, and so far we're coming on 3. Alright, I think the skills I currently have should be able to do this strike break room. All the black holes in it. And maybe there will be something cool in there, and if not, then I will leave. I feel like I've literally never interacted with that torch, by the way. Like, I just noticed that that's there. It's like, okay, no, that's a go. We're not finishing this. It's very clearly there to help you access the first orb. I think there's anything on top of the, did I extend the bridge? Totally didn't, did I? Oh, maybe I did. Oops, that's a hay bale. All right, time to leave. Hi, I've never played Dark Souls. I think I'll go watch a video by Game Theory to find out what I should think about it. Well, here we are again. I guess I'm gonna go back to library. This is a weird run. I don't foresee this being done in an hour. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to library. Before that, though, I'm gonna go really quickly check that strike break room in Keep. It's one of like 3 places in the game where you need strike break. It's exciting stuff. Hope you like walking around at a leisurely pace, because that's all we're doing until I find Slide. I mean, I know that there's an ability in here. There's a very good chance that it's slide. If I am consigned to misery, then it may instead be Soul Cutter. Ooh, okay, Strike Break does get it done. There we go, there's slide. Hello, slide. Give me purple. Damn it, I had purple and then it... Kind of an indigo, I don't mind that. Kind of a lavender. Alright, now we can definitely do library. That's why I wanted to check here first. Ooh. Ooh, hey. Got the funky little E-hop out of that. I forgot there was an ability up here too. I feel like when I get sleepy I sound like slightly more Canadian. Is anyone else noticing that? Is that happening? Specifically because I think a lot of the Canadian accent comes from like talking out of the side of your mouth. Or like not enunciating a lot, but in a particular way. I don't know. I don't know that I sound particularly Canadian to begin with. I think I escaped a lot of Canadian accent type stuff because I... Why did I go over here? Why couldn't I have just climbed up? Yeah, I escaped a lot of Canadian accent stuff because my mom was raised by Brits. And I grew up in like a city suburb. And so like okay, no, that didn't help me at all. So like despite growing up in like a rural town for most of my life, my formative years were not around people with like strong accents of any particular kind usually. At least not strong local accents, where it would have been like the sort of thing that you actually like pick up. Like thinking about it like a kind of a couple of like close family friends of my dad's from when he was still in university getting his master's or whatever when I was a little kid. I think they were immigrants from India, but like that would be weird if like regardless of how much time I spent around them, it would be weird if I picked up an accent from them, you know? That's not usually how that works. The really strong Canadian accents, weirdly enough, I mean there's some in Ottawa for sure. If you go to like Alberta or Saskatchewan, a lot of the time, the rural accents that you get from there are like literally just the same as like an American South kind of accent, with the exception of like some different slang. Because it's just kind of the cowboy accent, it's just what you sound like when you work in a farming area. But, yeah, I suppose I probably watched a decent amount of American media, so that may have also helped. Or hindered, I guess, if you're rooting for me to have a really strong Canadian accent, but... no, the really strong Canadian accents that tend to crop up in, like, stereotypes and stuff are actually, like, there's some of it in Ottawa, but a lot of it is also, like, Newfie accents, like Maritimes. So like Newfoundland, Labrador, Nova Scotia is a big one. But like Newfoundland in particular has like a kind of like a pseudo-Irish Scottish kind of like lilt to it in a very specific way, combined with like the more like kind of American sounding parts of the Canadian accent, and the result is like just a very unique sounding thing. And like a lot of people hear that and they're like, ah, yes, this is the Canadian accent. But it is like a very specific regional thing that most people do not have. My first boss and her husband were from there. And the husband in particular, he really had like a strong Newfoundland accent. Like when you imagine somebody kind of going like, "Oh, don't you know?" Like that kind of thing. Like that's kind of like similar to what you would hear in Newfoundland. Yeah, Canada's huge. Geographically, it's massive. So like, and very spread out. Yeah, the closest I've come to like, I think actively picking up accents. I mean, I lived in the Caribbean for 2 years, and in that case, you pick up a lot of like slang, but it's like the sort of thing where you would probably. Ah, damn it. Okay, so now I know where that trigger is. It's a little ahead of that pillar then. Ah, jumped a little too early. But yeah. So I lived in the Caribbean for a couple of years, so I picked up a lot of slang, but it's like it's the sort of thing where like it would feel very weird and forced and probably a little racist if I tried to like imitate that accent. So I kind of made a fairly like concerted effort to like just kind of say the words but in my normal voice. But the main effect of living there as far as like my speech patterns and stuff other than slang was just like I enunciated a lot less. Like it's just kind of because that is the thing that like there's different accents depending on the different islands that you go to. That like there's a lot of kind of like localized like small pockets of slightly different culture between the different islands. And kind of one of the unifying things is just that there's like not a lot of enunciating. People speak very quickly and like just kind of like don't open their mouths super wide to talk typically. So if you do that with like whatever normal like speaking patterns you have from whatever country you're from, like I knew people from like a lot of Americans, a few British people, some folks from like the Pacific Islands and stuff like that. Oh yeah, no, those are dev door walls. You're not supposed to know those are there. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. I lied, I didn't sneeze. I still feel like I need to, but hopefully I can catch it in time. Alright, well this is a worthwhile detour. I got a kick finally. Nah, it's already fading. It's fine. Anyways, yeah. So that happened when I was in the Caribbean. And there's like a few very specific like pieces of slang that like stuck with me for a bit after I got home. People would occasionally be like, "What?" Like one that's really common, which I think shows up in a few other countries, is saying "just now" to mean like soon. Because like in the U.S. or Canada, usually you'd say like it happened just now, and it's like past tense, and it means like it happened a moment ago. But yeah, in the Caribbean, you would say like it'll happen just now, like it'll like any day now or any moment now, kind of thing. Like, oh, he'll be here just now. So that was one that stuck with me for quite a while and kept confusing people. I don't know, it was really interesting. Like I was really confused for like the first couple weeks, and then I started picking up things and learning to not be afraid to ask like what something means when people say it. Like nobody's surprised that I'm not from around here. I'm new to the place. I don't even have like a tan yet. Like, you know, they're pretty nice. They'll go easy on me. So once I got over that hurdle, it was kind of fun learning like the sort of regional dialects. I think I can make that, but I gotta be a little more careful with my timing. Please? Use the torch, it's fine. Use the torch? There we go. That's a little more consistent. I should do that more often. Please? I'm gonna wait for this guy to come back so I can actually use him the way this was intended. Cool. One step closer to having an untextured rectangle. The other accent that I picked up that I would like find myself slipping into a little bit is if I spent too much time around my British grandparents, I would start mimicking them, which like to some extent was kind of a mocking thing. Like me and my cousins would do it, and I got into the habit of doing it too, of just like making fun of my grandma because she's kind of terrible to be around and incredibly irritating. There's this old British sitcom called Faulty Towers. I watched a bit of as a kid because we had it on DVD for some reason because I think my mom liked it. And if you've ever seen that, the way that Sybil Faulty talks in that, by the way, that's the only other place I feel like that I've really seen the name Sybil out in the wild. So it's kind of funny that, like, the two Sybils that exist in my mind are, like, this hot goat lady and, like, this old British lady from a weird sitcom. The duality of Sybil. Anyways, no, the way that Sybil Faulty talks is, like, pretty much note for note how my grandma talks. I have 2 keys, cool. I have Slide now. I could finally go check out Bailey and see what I find there, but I think I got everything I need to get through this. Yeah, I mean I think it's a pretty like old-timey name. It feels like one of those names that's like, it's weird to imagine It's weird to imagine someone who's like young having that name. Which is to say, I bet there's like a bunch of trans women out there who have that name, because that is a meme that is like so accurate it's not even really a meme, it's just kind of like an observation. That like trans girls are out here picking names from like books of popular baby names from like 1940. Every girl my age I knew in high school was named something like Brianna or Michaela or, you know, something like that. And then like the T girls are out here like, yeah, my name is Mildred. And they're very powerful for it, and I support them. Can't make that clear enough here. Hey, what's this? Actually, I don't think I ever have seen a trans girl named Mildred. Lots of like Sophies and Madeleines and Beatrices and I came in here already, didn't I? Pretty sure I've done all of this. Let's go to theater. I still haven't gone back to library, have I? Fuck. Did I? No, I totally did. There was nothing in there except for... Nope, there was nothing. I'm supposed to go back to Bailey. That's what I need to do. Whatever. It's fine. We got enough stuff. Let's go to theater. See what's there at least. Find out if we need to do the cage. Yeah, I'm still undecided on a middle name for whenever I get my name changed. I can make it anything I want. I can make my middle name Sybil and they'll be like, oh, because you really like Pseudoregalia, right? And I'm like, no. I named myself after the weird, annoying British lady from Faulty Towers, and they're like, what is that? And I'm like, I don't know. I have indignation. Let's do the combat room. Yeah, and I feel obligated to have one, because I had one before, so... Ooh. Did I just hit them so hard that the music started over? I think I did. I hit like 10 projectiles at once and the game was like, alright, hold on a second. Oh, Charlotte is another one that I feel like is like a kind of old-timey name that's been coming back thanks to T-Girls. I'm trying to think what other names are out there that I just like, I only see in that context. Hey, my Ascendant Light effect also disappeared. I really broke some things by hitting all those enemies. Okay, it's just an aspect. I don't have to go in there. Yippee. Is Charlotte also the name of that little fucking thing in Madoka Magica? My roommate used to have a plush of that thing. And I know that it's evil because a friend of mine from high school used to draw it all the time and talk about how it was evil, and that's all I know. Oh, okay, same thing. Okay. I don't watch anime. That's not true. I finished Breaking Bad this week. And I'm currently on season 2 of Better Call Saul. I shouldn't tell lies. I'm just so embarrassed about being a weeb, okay? I don't want people to know that I watch these shows. Solar Wind, let's go. It's purple time. For keys, still 2 of them, huh? In 50 minutes? Alright. Alright, sunset are cool. Lily's definitely one, I feel like, yeah. A lot of flower names, I feel like, are really coming back into style as popular T-girl names. Ah. There's a not insignificant portion of trans girls named Melody who are explicitly named that because they came out after playing SLRPG, so... shoutouts to Bobby Schroeder for helping them figure that one out. And, of course, shoutouts to Melody Amaranth, one of the girls ever. Okay, where the hell am I going? I have, like, every ability in the game. Literally all of them that I can obtain. Where haven't I gone? I need to do that one side path in Underbelly. I probably need to... I have Soul Cutter, right? Yeah, so I probably need to do that, the Soul Cutter path in Theater. Yeah, I did go back and do Library, so it's not... Oh, right, Bailey. I still haven't gone and done Bailey. think there's anything in either of those towers. I feel like I may have to keep this stream a little bit shorter. One, so that I don't like hurt my hands, and two, just because I'm like, if I do too many of these in a run, or too many of these in a night, my brain will start melting. Try it with all the different runs blending together. And this is what, like my 4th tonight? Or is this the first actual rando one I did? I think this is my 2nd actual rando, right? Because I did one in the... I actually don't remember what outfit I... Oh yeah, I wore the... I wore the Game Jam one, so this is the 2nd rando. So this is my 4th run tonight. I've just been finishing them very fast, so it doesn't seem like the stream's been going on that long. By the way, tomorrow the plan is to just do Drawn to Life, as usual. I think I kind of like the sort of schedule of, like, playing kind of whatever, and then, yay, untextured rectangle! Yeah, just kind of playing whatever, and then doing Drawn to Life on the Sunday night. There's probably some weekends that I could do Drawn to Life twice as we gradually make our way through these games, but I'll be real, I also don't think I'm going to play both games back to back. I think I'm going to probably do something else. I'm thinking maybe Kirby Star Allies after I finish Drawn to Life, because I borrowed that from my brother-in-law, and I do need to give it back to him eventually, so may as well play it sooner than later. Then maybe Paper Mario after that is what I'm thinking. Like, 64. Yeah, I don't know. I just, like, really worked my ass off this week. Probably a lot harder than I should have if I hadn't had, like, a deadline to hit. I worked, like, multiple, like, 9-hour nights this week. And, did not get enough sleep for a couple of them because I stayed up too late, and so I was going to have to, like, wake up earlier in order to maintain my schedule. So I'm pretty worn out, like, physically this week. Like, I wasn't kidding when I said it's been a long day in particular, because I worked so much this week that even after my 9-hour work night last night, I still wasn't done everything I needed to in time for the end of the month. And so I also did a couple hours of very frantic... Ooh, nice. First try. While moving. Very frantic work today to finish things up and get them, like, sent off. And I had to do that with a secondary time limit because I also needed to go to the grocery store because it's going to be super fucking hot for the next couple days, and I was out of a few things. So, finished that, uploaded it, and then, like, popped out the door to go get groceries. That might work, right? Yeah. Popped out the door to go walk, like, 25 minutes each way to get groceries. I also got Subway while I was out because they sent me a bunch of coupons in the mail, and I was like, why not? This is a pretty good deal. I got, like, 2 footlongs for 16 bucks Canadian, which is probably like 12 American for those who need a point of reference. Alright, did I find a key? I sure didn't. Yippee. Where else? Underbelly. I guess... No, wait, hold on. What's the fastest way to the underbelly? I think we're just gonna go out through Bailey. They could also both be in tower, but that would be wild. Yeah, Subway's not great. It's really deteriorated in quality, but it was a pretty alright deal for what Subway is at this point. And I just kind of I wanted warm food that didn't take prep time, and it sounded like a nice alternative to pizza, which is usually my go-to. So. I need to get up on one of these rooftops and just make sure there's nothing important in either of the towers. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. But yeah, I've spent the reason I mentioned just like kind of having a long week is just that I've spent a lot of time drawing this week. And so the prospect of doing Drawn to Life tonight was like extremely unappealing to me. I'm like, I don't want to draw anymore. I don't want to draw anything. I need to do something different with my hands, which, like, in fairness, PseudoRando, probably not like ideal for that on account of it does still hurt my hands if I do it too much and don't stretch. But it hurts them in a different, unique, and interesting way. How do I go about choosing my brushes? Well, I mean, I do a lot of my work with, like, literally just... Wait, did I check the... I've been up this way already. I haven't. Okay, so this might be... Might be in the vanilla room, I think. Yeah, the brushes that I use, the main one I use is just Perfect Pencil. There's a free Clip Studio brush you can get on the Clip Studio store. It just has like a really nice, like it doesn't like change its thickness with the pressure, but it changes its density, so it feels like a little bit more like a regular pencil. And I use that for my lines and my coloring and my shading. I used to use it for my sketching too, but currently I use the default Clip Studio design pencil for that, but I've switched back to that because I like the way it layers over itself. Okay, so there was nothing here. Let's go back to the other room. Ouch. But as far as stuff that I've posted recently, I mean, some of the stuff that I posted has been from draw piles, like all of the bunny tars that people really liked. Those are all done in draw piles, so there's like a particular, like, there's some kind of pixel brush that I've gradually ended up getting comfortable with in that. It's like a brush that doesn't have like anti-aliasing or like a lot of difference in line width, but it does like a little bit of transparency based on pressure. The thing that I really like about Perfect Pencil is that when it's small, it's like nice and dense, and you can get like a nice textured, steady line out of it, so I use it for line work. But then I can also make it big to have more of like kind of like a spray scatter brush kind of thing, which is really nice for adding texture when I'm like coloring stuff. Like, you know, it comes in handy a lot as a furry artist because I can kind of have like a mid to large size Perfect Pencil and use that in like quick short strokes to do the borders between different areas of different like fur colors and stuff and get like a really nice fuzzy looking textured look. Like you can kind of just use it for, oops. Oh, hello. I was in a completely different place for a second there. Yeah, you can get some nice like kind of soft fuzzy textures out of it. Hey, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna YOLO. I'm going for the tower. I can't think of anywhere else to go. I have like basically everything in the game except for like some health pickups I skipped. Like I have almost all the aspects, every power. I know there's a gap there, but that's Sungreaves. You can't get that in Rando because it splits it into separate kicks instead. What other ones do I use? I have one that I picked up a little while ago that kind of simulates, it's supposed to simulate a ballpoint pen. I like drawing with that one sometimes. It's fun to sketch with. It also doesn't give you much in the way of like line weight differences, but hello, I'm doing that. Yeah, no, I recommend just pick a couple basic ones that like do what you need them to, because a lot of brushes are very specialized. Like they have a particular purpose that, or a particular style that they're meant to emulate, and so if you're not looking for those particular like tools and techniques, then they're like just not going to be that useful to you. I think the one that I use is kind of similar to Millipen. I can look up what it's, I can check what it's actually called if you want. I've been really enjoying, like, just because I used to spend a lot of time sketching with ballpoint pen traditionally, especially when I lived overseas or like when I was working retail. Alright, go mode. Angry eyebrows, engaged. Hey, we got martial prowess too. Literally, we have so much of everything, which is great because this run is so slow, and I don't want to spend any time fighting the princess. Texture pen is really good, actually. Yeah, I used to use that one a ton. I had texture pen, and then I also, like, duplicated it and changed its, like, ink mode to erase, and put that into the eraser section so I could have a textured eraser to go with it. And yeah, that was actually, now that I think about it, that was what I used for like all of my like inking and a decent amount of sketching for like years. Like any of the like old art that I've shown from like pre-2020 occasionally in here, like old stickers and stuff that I made. All of those were done with like texture pen, like the Adeline like Kirby sticker and stuff like that, or like those little like Link's Awakening links. Like I showed them a few weeks ago during like a Halo stream, maybe. Ouch. Fuck. Okay. We're just gonna avoid it. There's no getting around this one. Oh my god, wait, did that thing reflect her own projectiles? It's an interesting behavior, alright. I'm open to it. Really? Again? Wow, she loves these tonight. Can I make her go into her own projectile? That'd be funny. Really amazed I haven't gotten to the second phase yet. Considering, you know, martial... There we go. Okay. Martial prowess and indignation have been active this whole time. Stop! Don't do that. Something that I really like... sure. I would love to know what people have to say about kickflips. There we go. That was a long run. Oh yeah, stabilizers are good. Some people will tell you stabilizers are bad, and those people don't understand that having at least a little bit of stabilization makes it more accurate to a traditional art experience, because if you're drawing on paper, that paper has friction, and it tends to like maintain the momentum of a pen or pencil. So if you are like pressing against the surface of the page with like your writing implement or whatever, like it's going to continue in the direction that you're already... It's going to be easier to continue in the direction that you're already applying force. And that subtle bit of friction is kind of what ends up being emulated by the stabilizer. So like, if you turn off your stabilizer, it's actually harder to draw a steady line than it would be with physical media. Okay, 29 responded with a tentative to firm yes, 69 or 63 responded with a tentative to firm no. People had no idea what a kickflip was. Wait, you can get out of the saw trap if you don't know what a kickflip is? Sorry, this was a 69 themed stream earlier because I did my... You'll see here my 69th run, which I did as a vanilla speed run, just to see how that would go. It went okay. 3 people cheese the question, 2 people banned you. One person was held as a baby by Tony Hawk. That's incredible. Wow. It was a good survey question. I respect it. Cool. All right. Well, it's only 3 a.m., so realistically, I could probably do one more of these. I'm thinking about it. See, the thing is, like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this. Like, I don't know if I want to do another one of these tonight because I feel like it's just going to be a mess because my brain will be scrambled. However, I don't know what else I'm going to do with the rest of my night. I don't have any plans. I guess I could work on music stuff. I was doing that earlier, maybe. Just watch a movie. I don't know. I usually I kind of plan my weekends around like expecting to be like streaming from like 11 p.m. until like the morning when I'm like ready to kind of wind down and go to bed. So I'm like, No, I have to save Better Call Saul for having on the side while I work. I found out that these shows are great for while I work because I don't usually need to look at them that closely. Breaking Bad was especially good for that because there's a lot of disturbing and or gory scenes in it, especially in the first couple seasons. And I was like, great. I will gladly take an excuse to look over at my canvas and focus on what I'm working on. So I have not had the chance to try Tunic. I own it, I think. I haven't played it yet. That's not one that I'm going to stream, though. But, yeah, no, I mean, that's why I held off on them for, a decade and a half. But, and it turned out all of my concerns about watching something that was rated TV MA and aired on like ABC or whatever was justified. Same reason I will never watch Game of Thrones because the difference with Game of Thrones is that I also don't give a shit and I've heard it's bad. Uh, at least this is like a cultural touchstone that I wanted to be a part of, and like I don't regret watching it. It was a great narrative experience. I enjoyed it. I just didn't always enjoy looking at it. So, but the comparison to Game of Thrones just being that it's in that kind of genre and like rating of television that is like, hey, we have the MA rating anyway, so like this is a late night slot, so not only can we say fuck and have people do drugs on screen, but like we can just like fully not pan the camera away in any way, like just completely on screen while we explode a guy into pieces or whatever horrible thing you want to do to somebody. Like we will not pan away. Like this is what people are staying up late for. And it's like, no, you don't have to do that. Like to me, it is the live action television equivalent of like, uh, I don't know, like the kinds of like adult cartoons that people always like trash on, like the shitty Netflix adult animated shows. Um, where they're like, well, it's for adults, so we have to be as like edgy as possible, and just like everyone has to be miserable and constantly drinking and making like offensive jokes and stuff just because like, well, it's rated for adults, so like we may as well do absolutely everything we couldn't put in a kids show. But yeah, which like was a similar complaint that I had when I watched Venture Brothers. This has really been a year of like watching stuff that I really never thought I would watch and coming out of it like, yeah, no, a lot of my qualms were justified, but I like still enjoyed things about it. I came away having like opinions I didn't have before and like feeling like I'm more informed about media and writing and stuff like that. So like, I don't know. Um, but Breaking Bad is genuinely quite good as long as you're not like a uh, cishet male teenager in the 2010s who like thinks Walter White is badass and cool and you want him on a t-shirt. Like, as long as you're not a fucking idiot and have some media literacy, it's a good show. um, but yeah, anyways, I don't think I'm gonna do another one of these. I have decided. I've found my verdict. I'm gonna find something else to do. Maybe I'll play a little more Hades 2 for the first time in months. I will very gradually chip away at this game that I don't enjoy very much. And someday maybe I'll beat it. Um, or maybe I'll go back and play Hades 1 and have fun. I don't know. The sky's the limit. I could start another video game also, like a long form one, to play on my own time. I like Hades 2. I don't like it anywhere near as much as the first game. That's the short version of it. Like I think it's still good. I think it is like too cluttered. There's too much shit going on. There's too much shit to manage, and a lot of the new shit that they added that you have to manage actively makes the shit that was carried over from the first game like way worse. A lot of a ton of the like boons and upgrades and stuff are like entirely based around using your charge moves, but your charge moves burn a consumable resource that, like, depending on RNG or like the keepsake you happen to bring with you, you may not be able to regenerate that, and you're just shit out of luck if all of your boons rely on your charge attacks that you can't use anymore for the rest of the boss fight, and all of the bosses have way too much health, so you're sitting there chipping away at Skilla for like straight up 20 minutes. uh, like it is. Yeah, also I think the new cast sucks and I hate it. I hate not having a consistent access to a light projectile to space them and stuff. I also don't like most of the weapons. I like the staff or whatever is good. The knives are cool. The axe is fun once you like put literally any amount of upgrades on it or like alternate aspects. Um, the other two are completely worthless. It is like, in comparison, I like all the weapons in Hades 1. I like some of them better than others. I don't like any of the swords except for the Arthur one, um, the big heavy broadsword one that basically kind of plays similar to the axe in Hades 2. But like, they're all like manageable. There are weapons in Hades 2 that are completely non-functional. Like the twin flames are like you have to be doing some like Vampire Survivors shit in order for it to be like usable, and that relies on you getting like the exact right like hammer upgrades and uh uh like boons and stuff like that. Also they nerfed the hell out of Poseidon and I'll never forgive them for that. Poseidon's boons are so bad in this game. Why would they do that to him? I loved dashing around and smashing people into walls. It was really rude and it was really satisfying and I loved it. Also like Zeus isn't very good in this one either. I don't know if they just like removed chain lightning or if I just can't ever get it, but like it's yeah, I don't know. A lot of the stuff with Zeus seems weird. I don't know. Maybe they've updated it again and it's like okay, but I just a lot of the other thing, the one other thing that I have, I think I joked about this before. I said it was the Donkey Kong 64 of roguelikes. There's too many damn collectibles. This is the thing that I always see with sequels to indie games is they're like, okay, you had like a few like crafting ingredients and collectibles, um, and like that's just kind of like you have like a few different currencies essentially that you can spend on upgrades between runs. And this is like absolutely everything takes like 3 different types of currencies, like essentially your materials and resources and plants and like 5 different types of drops of things and minerals and all this bullshit. And it's just like it makes it so much harder to upgrade anything that like I feel like I'm just progressing way slower and being rewarded a lot less per run that I come back from. It's I don't know. Like if I had just picked up this game as is and played it and it was in a vacuum and it was not the sequel to like one of the most perfectly balanced roguelikes I've ever played in my life, I'd be thrilled. But it is the sequel to Hades and Hades is fucking perfect. So it's like a lot of the changes being like things that make it more cumbersome just make me really struggle to like click with it, I think. Like I'm not terrible at it. I I almost beat Kronos before I got just royally turbo fucked by an insta kill attack that was nonsense and not telegraphed properly, possibly because of some early access jank where it was the thing that was supposed to tell me to get out of the way of it was covered up by something. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I ought to just like stop playing and just see what happens when it gets full release. But yeah, anyways, um, that's my Hades 2 rant. I'm surprised I've held off on making that uh, after this one. Oh yeah, my other complaint that has nothing to do with the gameplay. I don't like Melanoia that much, which is wild because she's super pretty, and like I like her like her design and her like animations and a kind of her like I think she's an interesting character. She's not as much fun as a protagonist. I think there's something very specific about the fact that Hades 2 has like actual stakes that matter, that the character cares about and takes seriously, that just makes it so much less enjoyable than Hades 1 from like a narrative and like writing standpoint compared to like Zagreus is just like a like grumpy rebellious young adult who hates his dad and wants to run away from home. Like he's just got like this kind of uh like rock star personality kind of thing, and like he's like insistent on being besties with everyone else. Like everyone except for his dad. Like he will like make conversation with the Lernian bone hydra before he will like have an earnest conversation with his dad, and that's hilarious. Like he's just making banter with everybody, and meanwhile Millinois is like showing up to these like boss fights with these characters that are like really interesting and fun, and like I would love to see the interactions between them and Zagreus. And instead, like you get somebody like Skilla, and she's like making jokes about like, oh, like you don't like our music, like you could be our like everyone else is a big fan and stuff, and like Zagreus would be totally into that, and Melanoi's like, no, I hate your music and I think you're tacky, die. And it's like, what are we doing here? No, she rocks. Like you're just a nerd. Like this is no fun. You can't be a stick in the mud about this. This game has such like a colorful cast of characters. You have to engage with them a little bit, or else it's just like not fun to have you as a protagonist. But I don't know. Uh, like her interactions with some characters are fun, but like I just there's something very specific about the charisma that Zagreus has that is just missing here, and it just kind of brings a sort of like warmth to the first game that makes me excited to see all the character interactions, and I don't feel that kind of investment with Melanoia because she's like just so less willing to engage with people as a character and like be emotionally open with them, and part of that is the framing of the story. Like it's just like uh it's it's just like a much more serious thing. There is like an actual like omnipresent threat. You know, there's a problem to be solved. It's not just like, well, I'll get out of here sooner or later, but in the meantime, I might as well fuck around. Like, you know, she has places to be, she has stuff she needs to accomplish, and people that are relying on her. And I think that uh, kind of sense of responsibility makes it like harder to, I guess, do humor with her. Like it relies a lot more heavily on its supporting cast in order to have any funny stuff happen. Dora's great though. Shoutouts to Pause Ghost. I think it's great that there's a ghost that they gave pause to. I think they should have more of them. I think they should have like a whole squad of pause ghosts. Not as good as Dusa, but like I'll take it. She's funny. Um, Anyways, I am going to go. I've talked about this enough that now I'm like, I think I am going to go play that. So I am going to go play that and think about it some more. But yeah, I'll be back for more Drawn to Life tomorrow, probably, unless like my hands are hurting or something, in which case, I don't know, maybe uh, Zooter or Noida. Noida would probably be good because if I'm using mouse and keyboard, it won't bug my hands in the same way that drawing does. But we'll see. I'll figure it out. I'll see you tomorrow. You'll have a good night. Bye bye.